first time in a long time, buddy.
Yeah, well, spring break, all the other shit, dance state champs for us. Way to go, Arrows.
Nice job.
Double champs. But, yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've sat up here and done a little bit of nothing.
So, feels good to be back up here. We got a little March Madness going on.
Yeah. Well, it is time of year to sit back and scream at your TV because your bracket is a piece of shit.
Speak for yourself, buddy.
Fuck off. Welcome to the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Big Mike.
And welcome, first-time caller, long-time listener, Matt.
Hey. Welcome, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
Well, yeah, so it's been a hot minute. We did throw out an episode that was kind of just an extra episode that we had because we needed a filler for spring break week.
Yeah, we knew we had a bunch of stuff going on, so we built up the funnel.
Yep.
Now the funnel's empty.
Yeah, so now we're back to recording.
We're back to recording.
So, the things we talk about will be a little bit more timely this week.
That's very timely. That's right.
Well, this week we're drinking a birthday bottle for me. So for my birthday, my lovely bride, got me a bottle of Willett Straight Rye. It's 113 proof, so she's a little warm. 4-year-old rye, and it's the first time it's been in Oregon in like 6 years, something like that. So just not shipping it here or whatever the pissing match was. We hadn't had it in 6 years. But I currently have 2 bottles of
Well,
this.
I was going to say, all right, I was hoping you were going to go down the truth road because I was going to call you out with the 1 bottle. But I noticed there's a full bottle up there too. So why do you have 2 bottles?
Well, let's cheers first. Fuck you for calling me out on my slightly.
Cheers that way. I'll be the relay guy. There we go.
Cheers, gentlemen. Yeah, I had this the other night. I think Friday night. I don't know. All the nights are blending together this week, and it was good then. But yes, I have 2 bottles because a friend of ours was driving through, stopped by the Tualatin liquor store, found this on the shelf, sent a picture to the group, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to go get that. And I got in the car and I started to drive away, and Joanna yells at me, get your ass back in the house. You are not going to get that. Like, oh, okay, fine. Whatever.
I got you, bitch.
Yeah.
That's right. Didn't even make it to the garage, huh?
So I gave up, and then the next day I had a doctor's appointment out in that area, and on my way back, I'm like, well, fuck, I'll stop by, see if they've still got it. Step in there, yep, there's still 4 bottles sitting on the shelf, so I grab a bottle, and just as I get it off the shelf, I get a text from Joanna, and she goes, get the fuck out of the liquor store. Like, holy shit, you're just stalking me? Or do you have are there barriers set up around liquor stores so it automatically notifies you when I go near one?
Literally, she has geofenced you around all liquor stores in the suburban areas.
So I'm like, nope, I'm not. I'm buying this. And just as I'm getting into the truck, she's like, you're an asshole. I already got you a bottle of that for your birthday. So happy birthday, asshole. Like, oh, well, now I got 2 bottles. So
all right,
we can drink this one and murder it. And if we need a little bit more, we've got another one to open. So.
All right, here we go. 1:45 to noon.
Normal time for 115 proof.
That's right. What else would we be doing on a Sunday right now?
Chores.
Yeah. We're going to put those on the side for right now.
Ugh. No, I had a chore list this last week. So we were on vacation for a few days over on the coast. Came back Wednesday, and then the chore list was just tattooed onto my forearm, I think. I woke up in the morning and there was just this list of shit that I had to do, and so I had shit to do. Matt, you've got property out there, so I'm sure you've got springtime shit to do.
Always.
Yeah.
Always something to do.
Yeah.
Especially with the new logs I just cut down, ready to build a barn, and that's been sitting out there since September.
That's a reasonable amount of time. I mean, once winter starts, you're not gonna.
You can't do anything.
Yeah, no. That's you're totally on schedule.
Yeah, thanks. Bridget doesn't think so. But we'll work it a different way.
I'm fine backing you up on this. Did you get your list of shit done, Mike?
Dude, I had day in the house yesterday. It felt so good to get stuff done. Family gone, dance. So I just locked myself in the house to get some shit done. It was not a very productive spring break for myself. But I tried to make up for it yesterday. So,
okay, when you lock yourself in, do you throw on music or anything, or do you put a movie on?
So it's funny. I was telling him it was perfect yesterday because we had the Elite 8 going on. So I had my office TV going. I had the big TV in the living room because I was taking stuff out to the garage, and then I set up a Bluetooth speaker and another device in the garage. So no matter where I was watching the same game. So it was all sports yesterday, but usually it'll be either music or some sports center or something to recap the, previous week, what was going on. But I have been very into this March Madness this year. I finally have a year that I'm doing well. So everywhere I was walking throughout the house, it was just the same game. It was like the best surround sound in the world.
That's fun. I haven't watched the March Madness in the last couple of years, and this year it's just been so much fun to actually have the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
To sit down and watch games.
Yeah.
It's and then from that, because I don't follow it throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
But right now, by God, it is fun.
Yep.
Yeah. It's there's so many of those sports like NFL. Like, yes, I'm in for NFL because it's basically like 2-3 times a week I've got to like tune in and do something. But when it comes to like college basketball, the middle of the year, like, nah, if it's on, maybe I'll see it, but I'm not going to make time for it. March Madness, I used to take Thursday and Friday off so that I could just be like, go down to Buffalo Wild Wings, drink and eat all day and just watch games because it's just so, I mean, it's a bunch of kids playing their heart out versus, a regular NBA game where you're like, oh, gee whiz, look at that. It's 130 to 128, zero
and then
defense.
Half the stars don't even start anymore or
Yeah.
play because they're taking the rest day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preparing for our big matchup against blah, blah, blah. Like, no, these kids are out there like, well, my pinky's broken, but I'm still going to play.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, though. Like that and, we're getting into the golf season where it's the big tournaments. Those are kind of fun, but fucking just sitting down on a regular Wednesday and watching baseball or something like that, it's a hard thing to do.
Okay, you that's funny you mentioned baseball because we were watching lacrosse yesterday.
Yeah.
We were watching John Hopkins and
Oh, yeah.
and oh shit, I can't remember. Anyways, and the boys, the next game that came on was Rutgers versus Washington.
Oh.
It was baseball though.
Oh.
And I had 3 of the lacrosse boys there, and they were like, "Oh God, the baseball! Turn it!" And I'm like, "Thank God!" And I was like, "I'd rather watch golf."
Yeah.
And I love golf. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
That's one of those things. But I cannot watch baseball
Yeah.
live. Different story.
Yeah.
It's such a weird sport. Everyone I talk to says the same thing.
Okay.
TV, it's so hard, but in a stadium,
Yeah. It's an experience.
oh yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Even then, it's boring. But you got beer. You can't go wrong.
Yep.
You got hot dogs. Can't go wrong.
Yep. There's always an organ player. Like there's other things going on to keep you interested.
Yep.
yeah.
But like I'm getting old enough now that I would rather watch a football game on TV because then I can see things better.
The way they do it now with staging everything out, it's actually better.
Yes.
Because then you can sit down like we're doing right here, having a drink,
Yep.
and
If you have to hit the head, you can pause that shit. I'm known to do a lot of pause it during a game because then, it's just nice because I hate the commercials.
Yeah.
Like I really truly hate the commercials. So sometimes I'll start something and I'll pause it at the beginning, and I'll go do, some social media posts for the biz. I'll do something for 20 or 30 minutes, and then I'll come back to it, press play, and it will usually give me enough time where I can skip damn near most of the commercials up until about the halftime area, right?
Nice.
So, oh no. Being there is fun, yes. Live sports is fun, but the way they have it now with all of these TVs and cables and streaming devices, and you can pause it, and all the extra shit they put up there.
Yeah.
Right? Of all the
stats and
dude, it's insane. I watched a little bit of opening weekend of baseball, right? And it's just there's so much info, velocity, and the ball flew this fast and at this angle. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. See, and I'm not good with math or numbers or anything like that. So when they start talking all these stats, I'm like, maybe this is why I like football so much. Like, he hit hard, ball caught, touchdown. Like, as opposed to like, well, his percentage on base. Like, what? Like, how many times he takes his foot off the base? I don't understand.
Yeah, they sometimes they do a little overkill sometimes on the amount of information.
Well, remember a couple of years ago when like Amazon Web Services started sponsoring all the different sports, and they would be like, "Did you know?" And it would be some like super obscure stat that they'd like combine. Like, this is the first time in 347 games that, two guys that are 32 years old with a birthday on this and like have played.
You're like, no shit. I did not see that on DraftKings to bet on.
Like, how do I get that parlay?
Did anyone watch any baseball on opening weekend at all?
None.
Never. I've never watched.
I watched maybe a total of 2 or 3 innings, and that was about it. Just to say, I watched a little baseball, right? Last year, it was fun. My wife's from Massachusetts, and we went up to Seattle because the Mariners opened up against the Red Sox.
Oh.
So that was fun. We were in the park opening weekend against the Red Sox, ducked out in all their Red Sox gear, and that was fun. It was hard to get into baseball on TV, even on an opening weekend when there's so much talk about it and so much stuff. I did watch the Ichiro. He threw out the first pitch.
Yeah.
Damn, that guy still has it.
Yeah.
Dude, he showed up full uniform, went out to the mound through 84.
Wow.
Dude, I was like,
if I throw 84, you're going to be taking me to the hospital to have something put back together.
I forgot how much I loved him. I watched that and then about the first inning and a half of that game, and I was like, all right, I saw what I wanted. Saw Ichiro, threw out a heater, crowd went, erupted. They have now, he's going to Hall of Fame this year. So they have a countdown, which was cool. It was like 122 days until he gets inducted, and then they're going to change it every day. So that part was cool. But besides that, yeah.
Out.
A lot of stuff on the phone, right? Did the Red Sox win? Did the Mariners win? All right, yay, boo, whatever. And that was about my opening weekend this year. Not as cool as last year, but whatever.
Well, the one thing that is weird, like I tried to watch baseball a little last year. So we went to an early game down in San Diego last year, and they've got the pitch clock, so everything just moves faster.
Yep.
I felt like in person that's a problem because the game moves really fucking fast. So you go up to get a hot dog and something to eat, and you come back and it's 2 innings later. You're like, Jesus Christ. But watching it on TV, I appreciate it because it's just like it's moving as opposed to like the pitcher has to go up and sacrifice a chicken, and then and then he has to rake the mound just right, and then he can set up for his pitch, and then he's nope, something threw him up, and he has to do it all over again.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Yeah, like Major League. Like, what do you need to take the curse off?
I say fuck you, Joe Boo.
I do it myself.
Well, your mention about going to the different ballparks or stadiums to watch games and stuff like that. I know there are people that go out there and try to do that and hit up every single stadium in the U.S.
Yeah.
I think that would actually be a fun experience.
I think if you could do it with the right person, kind of in the right order, or like over the right amount of time, that'd be like over a few years.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to try and cram that into one season.
No. That wouldn't be fun. Well,
No.
it may be, but again, if you're doing it with the right person and you're actually traveling for the season.
Yeah. That might be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
no, through your life.
Yeah. Yeah, check them off and yeah.
I'd have a hard time doing I don't know if I could do hockey.
Oh.
I'm not a big hockey. I mean, I enjoy the sport.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't be like my number one thing.
But I also don't think some of those stadiums would be like, oh my God, I'm in Toronto. Woo!
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's not on the bucket list for me.
Yeah. Versus I would love to go to a Duke basketball game at Cameron Indoor.
Oh,
there you go.
That would be fun. When Jackson and I toured that place this last fall, I figured out why it's so weird looking at the games. It's an underground one, so it just looks like a one-story building outside, and then it goes down into the ground for the stadium or for the inside of it. And then you look at the way the thing is built, and no wonder people get fucking scared when the students start to bounce. It's just like this wrought iron system. I hope they're checking bolts every once in a while, because you get that whole student section bouncing, and I'd be like, nope, I'm out. This is like being in a high rise for an earthquake.
Yeah,
fuck this.
I get nervous even going to Crystal Ballroom anymore.
Oh yeah,
with that floor, I'm like, God, man, I know it's not. You're not talking about multiple stories, but that son of a bitch does move.
Yep.
I haven't been there for years, but
yeah.
I remember it's like
it's a spring floating floor because it was built for ballroom
dancing.
And so it's supposed to have some give to it, but it's got a lot of give
it has
to
a
it.
lot of give, yep. No, I need some sturdy structures. Lets you drink more that way when the floor is not already moving.
No,
what's that band that plays in Sherwood here sometimes?
Hit Machine.
Hit Machine. So they had Hit Machine at the
Crystal Ballroom.
Crystal Ballroom.
Oh
one time.
no shit!
And my sister-in-law, we were living in Sherwood at the time when that happened, and she absolutely loves them, and they know her. And for some reason, we got up right up next to the Crystal Ballroom, right next to it at the stage.
Yeah.
And the gal that was singing and stuff like that, she dragged me up on stage with them.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I'm I'm drunk ass, and I do the Hulk Hogan, do the ear thing, put up the thing, and they're loving it. And the guy and the drummer's like, yeah, keep going. And I'm probably up there making an ass of myself.
Uh-huh.
My sister-in-law and brother, they're like, yeah.
Did you keep your shirt on?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
okay.
And the pants too. Those usually come off first.
Yeah. There's something about the pants.
Wait, why did the pants come off first?
Shit happens sometimes, man. Yeah, there is sometimes they just slip down a little bit, buddy.
Well, I'm glad when we were at karaoke, Mike, they did not slip down.
Well,
because
you left a little earlier because they did come down later that night.
Well, then I'm glad I missed that.
Well, per my wife, I don't quite remember them, but apparently she said I was having a belt malfunction, or that's what I told her.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I call bullshit on that.
Canton Phoenix, what are you going to do?
Oh, fuck.
Well, this game isn't very much right now, boys.
No, it's not. I mean, I'm happy, but no, yeah, it's not the.
Well, we can always go back to watch golf. I mean,
we got what? Oh God, yeah, it's already, and it's flying by. It's almost done with the first.
Look at that, second lowest in NCAA history.
Wow. Damn. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's been good defense. We had that really good block by Houston, and I just feel like Tennessee's not doing a whole lot.
No, like I said, I'm okay with it. I want it to be a game, but as long as Houston wins, I'm happy.
There's another place I'd love to go is Tennessee for a football game.
Yeah.
Like Leland Stadium.
Didn't you guys go tour that?
Yeah, we were there.
Okay.
We didn't get to like do a full tour, and he never applied. Jackson never applied there. Which I think he should have, because that would have. It's got a decent program. The problem is that it's in Tennessee, so he's not really close to the ocean for marine biology at that point. Yeah. Although he did realize that it's really not that far from Tennessee to the fucking Atlantic Ocean.
Like, what, 2.5-hour drive or something like that?
Yeah, from where we were, I think it's a 3.5-hour drive. Okay. So like going to Bend, like not bad. But fuck, it's.
And then actually off of the coast of North Carolina, where he'd probably come out. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that was. We saw UNC Wilmington. Was one of the schools that we looked at, and it was just gorgeous there. And like a stereo. Wilmington is just this stereotypical coastal Carolina town with like the white 4-story buildings right on the water. You've got the intercoastal waterway going in, then you've got the island houses, and I'm like, well shit, I wonder how much one of these houses is. Oh fuck, never mind. That's wow. Okay, 8.4 million. Okay, nope, not on my list of things to purchase this year. Cool.
Get it next year.
There's always next year, Martin.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a little bit more from taxes next year. Maybe we'll hit it big and we'll be like nationally syndicated and that kind of stuff. And
speaking of hitting it big, did a lottery ticket the other day.
Oh yeah,
I got $8.
Yeah, yes! There we go. See?
All right,
my first win.
Yes.
Hell yeah, bitch! I got some.
I'm beating the system.
Bridget goes, well, how much did you spend? I said, it doesn't matter. I won $8.
That's right. Let's not pay so much attention to what it cost.
Actually,
it's all for the kids.
$10 for the tickets, and I got $8. But again,
you put it right back into more lottery tickets, right?
No, I put it in my pocket.
There you go.
Oh wow!
Remember how we were talking about betting and winnings the other
day?
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
I'll hang on to that for that'll probably go into like a 6-pack or something like that.
I was gonna say, are you gonna frame like the $8 bills and be like my lottery winnings? Spend $45 on a frame and shadow box and everything else. But I beat the system.
No idea how, but
I've always wondered, like, can I just get ChatGPT or something like that to help me win the lottery? Is there like, do they have like a morals clause where they won't help me with that?
Why not try?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try. Like, pick me the winning lottery numbers for this week.
Yep, that's right, and do it now.
Well, they just didn't have like 515 million or something like that. Somebody won it.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny. Like, I remember when we were younger, lottery stuff was like, if it, the Oregon lottery, if it got over $1 million, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Or Powerball got over $15 million, people started to lose. Now we've had like multiple $1 billion draws.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Holy shit. Like, people are dumping some serious money into this stuff. It just shows everybody's still just as foolishly optimistic as
and the percentage. Have you seen the percentages of what it is for actual?
Yeah.
It's like 0.783% or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Nobody wins anything on these.
I'd love my $8.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right, so after the episode, we're going to go down, and you're going to pick our tickets for us, because clearly you've beat the system somehow.
You know what you're
I don't
doing.
pick numbers. I just say, hey, just give me a ticket.
You're over there beautiful minding it. And like, yep, this.
Rain Man it.
62.
Definitely 62.
Definitely.
All right, you want to take a quick little pee break?
Oh, yeah, those M&Ms are calling my name on the counter over there. Big Mike.
I got to bring you some hot tamales or something, man.
Oh, I got the French burnt nuts over there.
I already got nuts.
Do you though?
No, Bridget.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll own it up.
This episode of the Whiskey and Wine podcast is sponsored by Portland Party Bus, Portland's original party bus company, where the ride becomes the party. PDX Party Bus pricing is all inclusive. This means all the hourly rates include all fees and mileage. No surprise charges at the end of your party, just professional staff and a party all along the way. Visit them at pdxpartybus.com and plan your next wine tasting, birthday party, or just a great weekend. pdxpartybus.com.
All right, here we go. See? A little refresh, little M&Ms.
Fat kid happy.
Yep. It's all these Taco Bell commercials, damn
Hot
it.
tamales, I'm pissed.
Seriously. Like, we really need hot tamales up here, too? I mean, it's just going to be more jars of candy than it is liquor up here at some point.
I like your shelving, though. I got to admit, as I'm looking through here, that's classy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Big old thick pieces of board. I love it.
Yep. And then I've got my Wayfair special behind us.
Wayfair.
Oh, I missed that.
I'm not singing their song. They're not.
That's fabulous.
They're not paying us.
Yeah. Hey, Wayfair, you could beat Kirkland.
I know.
to
We're
sponsor
waiting
us.
right here, right? This
Yep.
is. Remember, Kirkland, this spot we reserved for you if you want it.
Uh-huh. Yep. We'll start filming again.
That's
and,
right.
And just have a big Kirkland banner back there if you
Yep.
guys want to sponsor us.
Love me the Costco.
Yep. Just ship us toilet paper and paper towels.
Hey, and we need a small hot dog.
Warmer.
Yes, up here.
Okay.
That way we have glizzies whenever we want them.
Holy shit. Ooh. I mean, ooh. Well, I know what I'm going to be looking for later today. What's this $800 charge? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We can write it off.
Oh, man.
As you're putting one in the bun. What are you talking about?
I've got the fridge for the condiments right
Same.
here. You know, we could just lock the door and just Sunday is just glizzies and whiskey.
Man.
Maybe we rename the podcast then Glizzies and Whiskey. So Matt, you're from the coast originally, right?
Oh, Coastie. Yep.
Coastie. Seaside?
Born and raised.
Oh man. And
Yep. We were outside of Gearhart, about 2 miles out of Gearhart.
all right.
We had some property there, and outside, and so we were in either on the ocean or in the woods.
There you go. All right. So true Coastie.
Yep.
So the Seaside Seagulls.
Oh yeah.
I imagine that the songs and everything else were probably really really impressive for football games and the cheers like go Seagulls.
Being on the field, I don't really remember many of it. So
okay.
yeah.
I love it.
I know everybody made fun of the Seagulls, but we were actually a fairly decent squad of athletes that were there.
I don't deny that. I think you guys were a pretty decent set of players and everything, but you're still just Seagulls.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yes.
I loved our colors, though. I loved that Columbia blue, red, and white. That was a lot of fun.
I mean, we've got Mike, who's a Timberwolf.
That's right, baby. Oh,
Meow.
Yeah.
me. Oh, fuck.
God. Timberwolf. Okay. Yep. Nope. Totally makes sense.
Damn, now every game I go to this next year.
Meow. You got to do the hand movement too, though. Meow. Go Timberwolves.
You bunch of silly bastards.
Grr. We're so tough. Well, I was a Crusader, so that wasn't much better. Like some big fat dude in a set of armor.
That's a good one. Crusaders are good.
You would think it would be a good one. But
Because that's Jesuit, right?
Yeah.
You're a Jesuit boy.
Yeah, I was a Jesbian. But I grew up in Malala and drove to Jesuit. So
How long of a drive is that?
it is 45 minutes each way, or almost an hour each way, 45 miles.
And the short bus came pick you up?
I mean, not the whole time.
Okay.
At first, they thought I was really smart, and then they realized I was from Malala, and I got a lot of grief for being from Malala. But I also played into it a little bit. Eventually, I just leaned into it. The school hated my truck because it was a 1976 Chevy 3/4 ton. It was Forest Service green because we had bought it as a farm truck for the farm off the Forest Service. And then my dad sold it to me. I fixed it up, and then I lifted it, and I put 38-inch tires on it. So I rednecked the hell out of it. But like we've told stories about like the bed fell off at one point because it had rusted through the bolts, and it was kind of a piece of shit. But one time they were really starting to harp on me about this truck because it barely fit in the parking spots with those tires. And like I figured out it technically fit in the compact spot, so I would park in the compact spot every once in a while.
Yeah, clearly.
I could climb through the back window to get in and out of it. It was fine.
Is that how you did it?
Yeah, if I parked in the compact spot, I had to climb in and out of the back window. But one time I decided to just lean the fuck into it, and a buddy of mine, his mom did a bunch of gardening in Beaverton, and so he's like, hey, she wants some manure for the garden this year. I'm like, yeah, we've got out at the farm, no problem. I'll bring it in and then I'll drop it off. So I filled like a mound of manure in the back of my truck, drove down I-5 and 217 with no tarp over this. So literal shit is just flying out of the back of my truck along these highways, and then parked it in the Jesuit parking lot with this mound of manure. I mean, it's it's processed, so it's mostly not smelly, but it's still got a scent to it. And I think I made it one class before they called me into the office, and they're like, what in the fuck is in the back of your truck? And I'm like, well, it's manure from our farm, and I'm taking it to, a friend's house. His mom wants it for gardening. So I figured I'll bring it in this morning, and then after school, I'll go over there and drop it off. It smells awful. Can you please get that out of our parking lot? I said, I'm sorry, are you asking me to move my vehicle out of its designated spot because you don't enjoy the fruits of my labor, nor what those fruits will bear for somebody else's garden? Fine. Whatever. Go back to class. Okay, cool, thanks.
And just like that.
They hated me for some reason. I don't know why.
Freaking hilarious.
Because you're a Jesuit, that's why. We don't appreciate when people come in here with manure in the back of their trucks.
Or that you drive a truck, and not a Jeep Grand Cherokee, not a BMW, because this was the 90s.
That's a real truck, actually, right there.
Yeah.
And honestly, those old service trucks like that,
yeah.
God, I bet that thing probably still runs.
If
you had it.
If I had it, yes, but I sold it to the son of the guy that helped me fix it up, and he promptly blew the engine a week later. So, I'm sure parts of it still exist out there in the world, but not the engine, because the block is done. No, but it was a piece of shit. It was a government-issued vehicle, so it didn't even have an AM/FM radio in it. There was just a blank hole in the dash where the radio should go. It had the old levers for, you can either do defrost, feet, or feet and defrost. and you could do hot or medium or coldish.
Coldish, yeah.
Like just, and then it also had underneath like a little lever that you could pull that would open vents in the floorboard that would let cool air in as you drive along.
And the faster you went.
The faster you went, the better that was. But if you were in traffic, you shut those vents because the vents come in past the exhaust manifold.
Did you have the, I don't know what they're called, but the little front triangle windows that could fold in or fold? Oh,
Yep,
dude,
I had those.
Those were
Fuck, those things. That was the original AC right there.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Go down the highway, yeah, you throw those things, freaking Vornado coming in.
Oh yeah, it was. And then I could reach back and open the back slider.
Oh, yeah.
And so you'd have the air coming in through there, and then it would cycle through with the window coming, the wind coming in from the bed of the truck, and inevitably it would just blow out all the dust and hay and straw and everything else.
And go right into you.
Okay, hang on. It'll clear up in a minute.
My dad had this old Dodge van, and that son of a bitch went forever. He put 2 new engines on it.
Holy
we told him we
shit.
were gonna bury it in him because he loved that shit. And that's what made me remind me of you talking about the split window or the triangle window and that's what he had on there. And then it also had. Do you guys remember what that little dot or the little peg at the foot of your left foot?
The high beam button.
There you go. The high beam button. That's
Yes.
exactly right. Yep.
Yes.
So you can click that thing if you need high beams. That thing was beautiful. Yes. So that way you can click on your high beams. And the thing I loved about this thing too, because it had the 2 captain seats up front.
Oh.
And then in the back there was just the 1 seat, and then he built a bed.
Oh.
So we had a full-blown bed. So when we traveled, that was when we slept. That's where you just laid in the back.
Yep.
There was no...
Yeah. No seat belts.
No. No, you just jump in the back, and you had a good time with that. I remember my buddy and I, though, we were driving down this road one time, and it was just him and I just jumped in. I was driving. I put on cruise, and then I just jumped in the back seat. He looks at me and he's like, "What the hell?" And then he jumps over and gets in the driver's seat.
That's not how cruise control works.
That's how cruise control works. But that's how this spam, we call it the spam can, and that thing was pristine piece of machinery.
Yes,
where you could just get away from it and it went straight. It was beautiful.
Yeah, because the power steering was so weak.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
It was never going to drift anywhere. Remember, the steering wheels were like the size of a fucking full tire, and you were like,
Dude, strong forearms, though. Real strong forearms.
I credit for that for something else.
Why are you so good at taking a right but so bad at taking a left? You need to switch it up, Matt.
Man, I thought it was yeah.
Oh, freaking hilarious.
Oh my god.
This game is not very good, boys.
No.
Nope.
Poor Tennessee. They're just now at 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe next game will be better tonight. Or tonight. Shit, I think. What is it? Oh, it starts at like 2-something, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And you've got shit you're supposed to do.
Well, yeah, I'm going to go home, get some shit done, and then fucking watch that game. Michigan State. You better not fuck me, McCurdy.
Is that your who's your number 1 to win it all?
I went Duke this year, so I have
as
them.
did I, yeah.
Yeah. I have them in Florida in the final.
That's a
so
good
I'm
matchup.
still right now.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
It's pretty much Duke's to lose.
Yes. And they damn near did earlier in the tournament. Like, they just weren't looking very good.
I'm glad they had some pressure against Arizona
Yeah.
because it forced them to realize, okay, we got to get our shit
Yeah.
together from not only from the tip off but to the very end.
Well, in the last game, when we were down at your house, like they were. I think it was Duke playing. They were struggling, and I don't know what the fuck the coach said to them, but they came out of the timeout and just like boom.
Yep.
They were like, okay, we're gonna play our normal game and we're gonna go kick ass, and they went on like a 20-2 run or something like that. Like, oh, okay, nope, that's why they're number one. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. Like Houston right now, they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
They are dominating on defense.
Yep.
Offense doesn't look that great. I mean, Tennessee is trying, but just
it's a lot of scrambling.
Yeah.
Yeah. But whereas like, oh
like that
shit,
right there, that 3 ball, beautiful.
But yeah, you're right. Houston's defense, like they've had some blocks. Like somebody's on a
one big one. They've had like 5 or 6.
yeah.
A lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
A lot of turnovers.
So when I was growing up, my mom went to Duke, and my dad went.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and my dad went to Michigan for law school, and so during the '90s when it was the Fab Five and then Duke, so inevitably somewhere in the tournament Duke and Michigan would come up against each other. I learned at an early age some very fun phrases because my dad is rooting he's rooting kind of for Michigan. He's saying a few things, but my mom, as brilliant as she was and as cultured as she could be, when it came to Duke basketball, she turned into a fucking pirate. She's yelling at the TV like every once in a while. I swear to God, I saw Coach K's head swivel like, what the fuck was that? Like, holy shit, I could hear that all the way in North Carolina. Jesus.
I've never thought about stringing all those words together like that.
Invoke some type of demon.
And she told a story one time that so she was the recruiter for the West Coast for Duke University. So if you wanted to go to Duke out of the West Coast, you had to interview with her.
Okay.
Interesting.
And that way you didn't have to travel all the way, because it's the 80s and the 90s, and travel across the country is not necessarily as easy as it is now. But so she would interview people. So at one point she got to meet Coach K. So she went back to one of the meetings and she met Coach K, and he said, I've heard of you. You have brought us some excellent students out of the West Coast, and really appreciate you putting, the emphasis on the education part of the student athlete and et cetera, et cetera. And she goes, I appreciate that. Hey, so what I need you to do, and she just immediately listed off 6 things that he needed to change. Like, I need you to do this, 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 and this because it's making it difficult for me to find the right kind of people. And he said, all right, I will take that into consideration. Like, no qualms about the fact that this guy is the coach for the Olympic teams.
Yep.
Has won multiple championships and is just like God in North Carolina.
Going down as probably one of the best college coach. Actually, probably one of the best
coaches
of all time.
ever. Yeah. You've got John Wooden and
Red
Coach
Archibald.
K.
Red.
Yep.
So
You've got
there.
4 or 5 guys that are just all time. And my mom decided to lecture him.
Hey.
good for her.
Yeah, she had some shit
I
on her
bet you
mind.
anything, he totally respected that, I bet. Because she's all about business.
That's right, see?
And didn't waste his time, didn't oh my gosh, will you do this? And no, it was just, I need you to do X, Y, and Z to make sure that I get the right people for you.
Love it.
Oh, yeah, okay, Mrs. Martin, absolutely. Holy shit.
My buddy, his uncle lives right next to Coach K. Yeah.
I bet that's an awesome neighbor to have.
I don't hear about it much, but he talks about the and they high and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much conversations that do occur, but
bro, I would
still
I
just
would
the bragging
never,
rights.
I would never buy butter or salt. I would just keep going over asking for butter and salt.
Second time this week, huh? Here you go, Martin.
Yeah, sorry. My
Man,
family is wanting this sourdough, and I don't have enough butter
Yeah,
for
you
it.
bake a lot of cookies over there, don't you, Martin? Motherfucker. I'm out of sugar myself now.
But we always grew up being Duke fans because of that.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing that because my buddy's uncle
Is right there.
right next to him, and
Yeah.
and it just he would come over and we would talk about it, and Coach K, here's my neighbor. Oh, well, it's neat having that association with somebody. And, I have no association with it at all, but because of that, it made me have some type of affiliation for Duke.
Yeah.
And now Duke is
Now
every type of Duke.
Yeah.
I love Duke. I have since I've been in elementary school
Yeah.
because of that.
And they're polarizing as hell. You either like have that kind of connection where you're like, hey, one of the greatest coaches of all time, like genuinely a nice person.
Yeah.
I really, or you're one of the rival schools and you're like, fuck Duke, fuck K, respect him, but fuck all of that. It's same in Oregon. Like, I don't want to wish poorly on Oregon, but I don't hate when Oregon loses because I'm a Beaver.
Sure. So my dad and sister went to Oregon.
Oh.
And now my son is going to Oregon
Yeah.
Oh shit! So is that going to cause some?
Oh no. My dad doesn't care one way or the other. He does not care about like sports and shit like that.
Joanna and I like to take a little bit of credit for Ben going to Oregon State.
I am going to give Joanne all the credit, actually.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Ow!
Wow.
She peppered up Oregon State because he thought he was going to Florida.
Yeah.
And he was going to FAU. He got accepted to FAU. Had he gone to, if he got accepted at U of F, I told you about this.
Yeah.
Had he gone to accepted, he would probably go into UFF. But
Yeah.
he is excited. He's all about it, and he wants that big type of school program to experience.
Yeah.
And Oregon State's not that big, but it's bigger than
Yeah.
Eastern Oregon University.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Exactly.
And Mom and I, Bridget and I were like, well, come on. Your mom and I, that's where we went to Eastern Oregon. Do you want to go look at it? I've been there. I've seen it. I blinked and I missed it. I'm good. So, Joanne,
Yeah.
I absolutely love her because of that. And also, too, she's keeping my boy in state.
Yeah.
He's an hour and a half away from me, and I love that.
Saving money, close by.
Well, FAU is actually cheaper than
Is it
Oregon
really?
State. Surprisingly.
Huh.
No
You wouldn't
shit.
think that, but
Even with out-of-state tuition,
out-of-state
huh?
tuition is still cheaper.
No shit. All right.
It's very maybe I'm going to say that because people are going to look up the numbers and whatnot, but no, it's probably it's
There's
very
not a lot of
comparable.
fact checking on our listeners. Yeah. No disrespect to anyone out there, but no one's jumping on their phone right now.
I don't
Gotcha, bitch.
Motherfucker, I'm phoning in right now.
Yeah, I've not gotten a lot of like messages on Instagram of like you quoted 75%, but it's actually 68.
Back
Like,
on
no.
episode 63 at the 38-minute mark, you fucker said. So no, yeah, you're good. You can.
You can quote whatever the fuck you want.
Oh shit.
Our facts are our facts.
I just opened a can. You know now motherfuckers are gonna our social media is gonna blow up. Well, dumb fucker, now that you mentioned it.
Bing, bing, bing. I'm gonna be sitting at tap on a Tuesday night and I'm just gonna get bing, 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 bing. Like, son of a bitch, everybody listen to Matt fuck up our stats.
Oh, fuck. Send them my way.
Oh man. Well, that's good. I got scared. My daughter goes out of state, so out of state tuition still frightens me. So it's good to hear that some colleges out there.
Not obscene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jackson's gonna go to UCSD. Like 99.99% sure. He hasn't physically pressed the button to do it, but that's where he's going. But motherfucker, it's a $35,000 difference between in-state and out-of-state tuition.
Holy shit.
$35,000 gets you an entire education at a lot of schools.
Yep.
And that's
remember
just per year.
Back in the day, like Willamette University was one of the prime schools
Yep.
for a private, and that was $35,000 back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, that's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's nothing now.
No.
That's in-state now.
Yeah. It's obscene.
I know you guys
What
are
they
being very
charge.
quiet right now when you guys. see you girl over here.
Hold on.
Oh my God. Clear.
I blacked out. What happened? Where am I? Is that Houston game still on? How long?
It's a commercial.
All right, all right.
Good,
How long
good.
was I out? Damn. Fuck, am I late for work? What the? Oh, hey. That's just money.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see if we could. No, that's not.
No,
Okay,
it doesn't
so-
work that way. Well, Matt's right hand. Remember, that's the strong
That's right,
hand.
that's
No,
right.
I'm left-handed.
Take my strong hand, son.
All right, how much am I just killing this off for you?
Kill it. Give it to me. Or actually, Alex, do you want any more?
No, I got a little bit, so I'm good. I'm good. There we go. Every last drop.
All right, there we go.
Mike, you clean that up right there.
Damn.
Well, apparently we like that.
Fuck.
Well, there was an act. You guys, you already had killed some of that off.
Yeah, some of it.
Yeah.
But, you know,
We're
that's
referring to the empty bottle. Of whiskey right now.
not fully empty. I see. Look. See, there's like if you hold it at an angle, there's like a little triangle of liquid at the bottom
See, I
there.
left that for you,
Gravity
buddy.
holding it into its bottle.
I'm sure there's a physics lesson to be learned from this. But
I'm not teaching
as we're 50 minutes into an episode of drinking whiskey and laughing heavily, physics it's not our forte.
Nope. I like whiskey. Whiskey good.
See, Matt, this is what we do. This is not a bad way to spend a Sunday.
No, this is actually very entertaining.
Oh. See, the best part would be, though, if we could be irresponsible after and just take a nap.
Fuck, that sounds glorious.
I like naps.
That's part of getting older. Like, I have to have a very large HD TV so that I can read the score, and I need a nap. Great. This is fun.
Remember back in the day, you got to take a nap. Fuck that. I'm not going to take no nap. I'm 6 years old. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
No. Now, I think they've got the priorities all wrong now. They should be like, no, you don't. Kids don't need a nap. No, they're good. Let them run out. Once they fall down because they're so exhausted, then let them sleep. But
Yeah.
nowadays, for us, no, there should be a designated nap time.
Yes.
Especially after, like, if you have lunch.
Yeah. I think
I am-
Spain has got it absolutely
Oh, they do
perfectly
have it
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go work until 2:00 and then have lunch, and then I'm gonna take a little nap, and then at 5:00 I'll come back and I'll do a few more hours.
Yep.
And then I'll come home and we'll have a late dinner, and go to bed at 10. And I've had a full day. I'm in for this.
I love naps.
Oh, Jesus. That's how you know we're getting old. Big TVs and naps.
God bless America.
Oh, fuck. Remember how hard it was to see a football on a TV when we were, in high school even?
Oh, Jesus.
Snowy TV. And now if I'm watching one of these games on a TV that's too small, like the graphics are all very small because they just assume everybody's got a big ass fucking TV. But if you're watching it on like your phone, I'm having to zoom in. I'm like, I can't see what the score is.
What's that? Who's playing? What the hell is going on here?
Pretty much. One of these days, they're going to just have, it's going to be wall TV. And it's like you paint it. And it's like you paint your wall and it's a fucking TV. And because it has this type of the microchips and all that shit that's painted in there, and you just paint your TV on there. Where do you want your TV? Okay, here is this. And then, okay, now my wall is a TV.
I've tried, so we've got one of those VR headsets downstairs, and I've tried the multicast kind of thing on.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus, it's awesome.
Where you can be like on the sideline,
Yep.
and be a part of a basketball or a football game or something like that.
Or I can back out and I can have a football game on here, and whatever. I can have multiple things going on. So I've got golf here and football here, and I just have to turn to go look at what I want to watch at the moment.
That's cool.
It was pretty cool. But
How come you don't keep doing it then? What happened?
It's I think it's because I was called antisocial. Because I'm downstairs in the basement with the VR on, and then my wife's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, I'm watching multiple games right now. Where? Like in the headset.
Yeah, in the headset.
Oh, well, what if I want to? Then we'll buy another one. I'm not doing that. Sucks to suck, bro. It's a great experience for me, less so for my family.
Could you imagine us up here?
Just VR headsets.
The mic stands with
Wait, what are we doing?
We'd be running it. Oh, I don't know.
You set up the barrier so that you know when you're going to run into something. But, like, we'd be wandering around trying to find the bottle, like, peeking underneath, like, where's the bottle?
Fucking VR, I love it.
There was a movie that just came out with Chris Pratt, The Electric State or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see that one?
I did.
Oh, did
What'd you think of it?
I can see where the Russo brothers wanted to go with it.
Entertainment purposes,
Entertaining.
I thought it was entertaining.
Entertaining.
I read like that it was like a horrible movie or whatnot. People thought it was shitty.
You know, Millie Bobby Brown, I'm sure, is a great actress. I felt like she oversold her love for her brother, maybe just a little.
It was kind of to the point where like, honey, you don't need to be putting your head in his lap.
Yeah,
type of thing.
And like, okay, I get that you're gonna have to pull the plug on him. Oh, spoiler alert! You're gonna have to pull the plug on him, but for fuck's sake, really? Yeah. Like, there's a dozen ways that you guys could have ended this a little bit better.
It was kind of dry, but
yeah.
The idea, though,
of
where everybody's plugged in
all the time,
scary.
Yeah,
that's it very well could be a possibility.
We're not far from that.
You go from the phone to a headset to where, like they were talking about, where you can be in a situation where you're at work, but then the other portion of your brain is in pleasure land.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, just the augmented reality stuff alone, like the glasses that would just like you're walking around and it captures somebody's face and it's like, this is Matt, you know him from blah 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 blah. Like,
that's some straight up Terminator 2 shit right there.
Yeah, do you Terminator or not? No, waste of bullets.
Yeah, my augmented reality says that you've only got 3 years left anyway, so why am I going to waste a bullet?
All right, so you don't have to answer this in the microphone. You can just use a nod of your head. But have you watched porn on the VR yet?
No, I don't actually know.
All right. Someone said this at Tap. They're like, "Can you watch porn on a VR?" And I was like,
"So it's the Meta, the Facebook."
That's a good question.
Oculus.
I'll have to ask someone that has a VR if you can watch porn on it.
So it's the Meta Facebook one, and I don't even know that that's an option on that one. But I know that there are some VR headsets that are just run through your computer, and you could probably do whatever the hell you want. But I mean, Jesus, like there's a lot of things that can go wrong here.
Yeah. Well, and now there's the dolls and stuff like that, or not I say dolls, but they're full mechanic gals that are
that look and move like it's creepy as shit.
If you want a porn star yourself, you can get her vagina, and you can get her face and everything. However,
oh my god, holy shit!
I don't know how I know this, but I'm just talking for a friend.
Yeah. Oh shit!
the whiskey and wine brand, Riley Reed.
Hey. There might be people out there that want to request that, Alex.
Look, if we can make money off of it, I'm up for it.
That's right.
We're gonna make a doll of Mike. You want to do all sorts of bad things to Mike? Here you
sure
go.
got a pretty mouth, Big Mike.
Get down there real deep.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, this didn't go where you were hoping it would.
So let's grade this whiskey. And not so much in my mouth.
Your purty mouth gets a high gold, Mike.
Hey, just for everyone out there, I don't have big forearms, so don't put weird things in my hands, all right? Fuck. Big Mike sex doll.
That's how the world ends.
And that's it right there. Yeah,
Running around the mics with the dick shooting out.
How did the world end? Like, well, we didn't think ahead. We didn't realize that making a bunch
ones.
no, we fucked up.
We didn't realize he was so popular.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Things took fucking a wrong turn.
Yeah. This what's the name of this one called again?
The Willett? Is that what we're drinking again?
Yeah, Willett.
Yep, Willett.
Well,
Straight Rye.
Whiskeys, whatever comes on the way to my mouth, I love. So I'm gonna rate this one. This one is
So,
it's not bad.
do you know our rating scale?
No, I don't know. No, I should be shut up.
Hold on, we'll back up a little bit.
All right, because we both.
coach. I'm ready.
I'm rating this as 75. Wait, what?
Let's see that in reverse.
Oh, we broke Mike.
We're gonna take a
Mike's done. Sex doll Mike is done. Holy shit, he's walking away.
Oh, I love it. No, wait, we got platinum, high, gold. Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, so because we both suffer as dance dads, our rating scale is based off of the stupid ass awards that they hand out at these conventions competitions. So the lowest is silver, then you've got high silver, gold, high gold, and platinum. We have not found a platinum yet. And we rate on three things: availability, price, and taste. So sometimes we've had things that like are incredibly tasty, but you can't find anywhere, or you can find it everywhere, but it's like somebody took a hot lunch in your mouth.
fucking hot lunches. I tell you.
It's like somebody put the Mike sex doll's ass on your face.
I got you.
You know you'd toss that salad, Martin. You know you would.
Okay, an hour and 3 in. I gotta edit some stuff out.
Honey, hush. Now you're gonna swallow what I give you.
No one's gonna like my sex doll because there's mouth's closed. Everything's just glued shut.
Yeah, okay.
How does this thing work?
It's more of just use me in a carpool lane. That's really why you're buying the Big Mike sex doll.
6'4" of I'm not helpful for anything but the carpool lane.
Oh fuck!
This is pretty much ladies only type of thing, isn't it?
The Mike sex doll is really good at listening.
Oh shit!
His yes ma'am comes easily.
My wife is gonna correct this episode so much. Wow. Well, Welcome back.
Ooh, that was spicy. Ooh. I have nightmares now.
Yep, shit, me too. I got the cold sweats all of a sudden sitting here.
I know who the first purchaser for the Mike Sextol is.
Oh, I don't even want to know who.
Sitting right next to you. Me, huh?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
I'll come with the Timberwolf t-shirt that just says Meow on the bottom of it. Fuck.
I also like the seagulls because I'll go.
Oh, fuck. I got so much shit from the seagulls. It's been awesome.
It's been awesome. Oh, well.
All right.
What?
Give me the what are we
right.
doing recommendation?
Oh, shit, yeah, grades. Forgot
I'm
where
staring
we were.
at this sign.
I blacked
Platinum,
out for
high
a
gold,
second.
gold, high silver, or silver. Or reverse that.
Yeah, silver bad, platinum good.
All right.
Because some of these dance competitions will be like lightning gold or whatever, and you're like, what the fuck does that mean? So we just decided to be like, this is easily confused, and
remember, this is about the third or fourth round of these.
Yeah.
'cause
we
some of
kept getting corrected.
Yeah, we were corrected. We were apparently mixing gems and...
Yep. We had a
Metals
ruby in
and,
there and
yeah,
a lightning.
Diamonds.
and-
Okay.
So this is how it's been pretty much since
Last
about,
two-
what, the middle of season 1?
Yep.
So I know it... coming from the outside, you're like, oh, God, you motherfuckers drink a lot, because that's some... but to the dance, I guess, community...
Yeah.
who we have all 8 listeners, they fucking know exactly what we're talking about.
You need that.
Yeah.
You need the loose.
It's that core base.
And it's not like anybody really takes our opinion that seriously.
Oh, God,
'cause
no.
Our palate is not that sophisticated. Nobody's like asking us to sponsor barrels or anything like that. But, you know, it's kind of like if you can walk into a liquor store where you live and find something and it's good and you would purchase it again.
Hold on, bro. He blocked it with
I
both
think that
hands.
was both hand block.
With both
Excuse
hand
me.
block.
Yeah.
I wasn't really listening to you, Martin. Sorry. I was
blacked
watching
out.
that double block. That was not a foul. But.
All right. Well,
What
hold
were
on.
you saying again about? I'm curious. No, I'm just kidding. I got the old 1-2 on that one.
I forgot to ask, what is this bottle as far as price? Because I can't.
Oh, fuck. Hold on.
All right.
I thought it was. Okay, I'm not. You guys got to do yours first because.
No.
No, I am not a whiskey connoisseur.
Cool. Neither are we.
Yeah, that makes 3 of
My
us.
brother loves some whiskey, and he always brings me over every now and then. That you saw him, Martin. He's right next to me.
Yep.
My neighbor, my brother, and we will do some whiskey, and he's got these little, the little trial things of the whiskey tasters, and he'll do these 4 pours for us. And he's like, oh, this one's good. This one has a little smoky taste. This one has this or that. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. Oh, okay, I'll drink that one. Oh, that's just good too. Yeah. Oh, I can get fucked up to that one. Okay, yeah. That's
All
good.
right. So.
So far, I like them all, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
All right, so MSRP is $69.
Okay.
Secondary market's not great. So it's readily available in a lot of places. It's just only recently available in Oregon, but it's still like you can still go get it in Oregon right now. You have to hunt a little bit.
So it's at the Sherwood, right?
I picked this up in Tualatin, but
Okay.
only because Sherwood's small enough that like they don't often get all the fun stuff. So, hang on, I'm editing.
Have you guys been to that one over? Isn't the Wilsonville one pretty decent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't. They're more than just a liquor store. They sell a lot of other stuff, and they have secondary market bottles. So things that
That's an adult candy store then.
yes, exactly.
Okay. I got you.
So anyways, it's available-ish. So you can get it. You maybe have to work a little bit, but it is available now. And it's quite yummy.
Yeah,
for me.
very good. I mean,
for a young rye, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't know what to think at first when I saw the 4-year, but it held up. It was good. Lasted the whole, how long we been? Hour and 10 minutes. Bottle's gone. I think we liked it. You want me to just go?
No, I think Matt has to go first.
Oh, Matt has to go?
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, I liked it. But the only thing that I understand that we just got it after 6 years of vacancy.
Yeah.
That's my only downfall from that. So I'd probably say gold.
All right, fair.
Otherwise, I'd say high gold because I like. There's no like for me, somebody that doesn't drink a lot of whiskey, and I can drink this, and it doesn't like straight without ice or anything.
Yeah,
and it doesn't
cook you,
and it doesn't like put that shit in the back of my throat to where like like I'm choking on a dick. Yeah. No, this is actually pretty decent.
Well, we have a fourth now grading scale. When you drink it, if it's like choking on a dick.
You know what I mean.
No,
the back
no,
harder than
no, no, I don't. I don't know what you mean.
Well,
the Big Mike sex doll does, though. I'm all too familiar with it.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, fuck. I'm just gonna pretend like this episode never happened.
I'm gonna go back to Shawshank Redemption. One of the worst scenes ever. Honey, hush.
Okay, actually, you know what? Before I get in my grade, I'm glad you brought that movie up. Because one of my super regular customers just brought this up on Friday when I was there, and I never thought about it, and now it's kind of ruined a key part of that movie. But remember when he tunneled through and the poster afterwards?
Oh, it didn't
How
move?
did he get that poster so taut and perfectly just done from inside the fucking tunnel that he chiseled out?
The bottom part wasn't attached.
It wasn't?
The top part was.
All right.
So that's natural gravity.
All right.
Okay.
Because I was like, shit, I never thought about that. Because I know when the warden went in the cell, right? And he picked up some of those little rocks and he threw it and it punched through when he found it. I was like, shit, I never thought about that. Don't ruin the movie for me.
Good point.
See?
Yep. No, I think he just, and then.
Really, that's the part that you find unbelievable. Not the fact that he tunneled through the wall and nobody ever discovered that he tunneled through the wall, nor that he managed to bust into a cast iron pipe with a shit rock.
Dude, there's lightning.
Did he wield the lightning and like?
He waited.
I am Thor. Crack open the shit
He
pipe.
waited. You watch him. He waited.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of when he hits the pipe, but the fact that the pipe broke open big enough for him to crawl into
He
it.
had to do multiple times. It just wasn't once.
Okay.
First one was just enough to puncture.
Yeah.
After that, you got to work with it.
Yeah, you got to get in that poo
You
pipe.
got to get in it. You got to work it.
Man, this Big Mike sex doll is gonna sell so good.
I know I'm selling one right now.
Thank you, Mike.
We got wow! Look at that. We got a pre-order that just came. Fucking pre-order coming out of the right here.
Like we haven't sold a lot of shirts, but we're gonna sell sex dolls before they are even made.
All right, where were we? I blacked out once
think,
again.
yeah,
Man, this episode I blacked out a lot.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! 56 now. Look at
Well,
that.
they got back within 11. That was
Yeah.
impressive.
All right, Mike, your grade.
All right. So, man, you said it was 69, right?
Yep.
That's what she said.
That's what. Ba-dum-bunts.
Yep.
I think, and the reason I'm going to bump it up one level is the fact that it's only a 4-year, and the flavor and everything on it was pretty freaking amazing. So I think I'm going to go high gold.
All right.
Just on
Love
the
it.
fact, because when I first read
Love
the
it.
4 years, in my mind I was like, all right, it's going to be good, but I don't know how, I don't know if it's going to be great. This is pretty freaking great for only a 4 years. So I'm going to bump it up one level just based on that. So high gold for Big Mike.
All right. That's fair. Yeah. When I saw that it was available, we don't see a lot of Willett out here.
No.
Like the pot still stuff and the little pretty bottle, like we picked those up every once in a while, but this bottle's not been seen a lot, and so I kind of worried that the hype was going to be too much. I'm seriously impressed. Like for a 4-year-old rye, this could just be really hot and awful and like palate burning and everything else. But I feel like it picked up a lot of good mellowness and everything else out of the barrel.
The fact that it was this smooth and flavorful just for 4 years, now I want to try something. Can you imagine what some of their shit must be that's like 10 years or 12 years?
Right.
Must be crazy good.
Right. So I'm seriously impressed. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go high gold on the Willett.
The availability.
Yeah.
That was the only thing.
Yeah, if this was an everyday 4-year rye at, I would say if it was an everyday available 4-year rye at, say, $50, this would be our first platinum.
Oh,
Easy.
shit.
Easy.
I could drink this. This
Yeah.
is one of those. I see, you have the Maker's Mark over there that
Yeah.
I'm looking at. That's like my go-to.
Yeah.
That or
There's nothing wrong with that.
no, because it's so smooth and palatable.
Yeah.
This is one of those. I gave it a gold because
It's not as
it's
available.
not as available.
Yeah.
And you guys know this. You guys do the shit way more than I do. But I actually applaud that because you guys, like you said, this is one of those where it's a beautiful, easy, drinkable
Yeah.
for 4 years. Like Mike, I think you're right. The 4 years for being as palatable as it is, beautiful.
Yeah. Really impressive.
Yeah. And for a guy that doesn't like whiskeys as much, I'm coming into this kind of blindfolded and, watching out for that Mike. But easy there. It is.
Yeah. Don't blindfold yourself in this room.
That's the thing, though.
Put your belt back on, Mike. Put your belt back on.
The pants stayed up, thankfully, so we're good. And this was actually I like this one.
Yeah.
All right,
This
well, look at that. See?
Super impressive. Well, all right. So in the books,
Yeah, we have to put it in the books.
there you go.
Started with the cheers. We'll end it with the cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
What a great day. Hey, very nice meeting you, my friend.
Holy shit, that was a lot
I'm
of
glad
fun.
I'm glad you came on.
I really had to force him to come on, but I'm glad that he did because this is a fucking great time.
Yeah, good times.
Boys, I'm glad you got to see me.
And
I'm glad you got to pre-order the Mike Sex doll.
Yeah, thanks for being customer number 1.
Honey, hush.
I'm a good listener. Oh, shit. All right. Well, guys, thanks so much for listening to the Whiskey and Wine podcast. Remember to follow us on Instagram. Check out the YouTube channel that is full of one whole fucking video.
Just keep watching it, liking it.
Yep. Just keep subscribing. Eventually, there will be something on. I promise at some point we'll have, like, how-to videos with the Mike Sex doll.
There you go.
Something. We'll do something. Check out the website. We do have merch, and Mike, you and I need to chat about having a merch drop store.
Yeah, we gotta get on that.
So we'll get on that. If you guys have suggestions, you guys want to come on the show, you want to do anything, you think we should do something better, or you think we should just shut the fuck up. Whatever. You just let us know. Cause
Reach out, let us know.
Yeah, because some of us could probably use to keep our mouths shut. All right, thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
The Whiskey and Wine podcast is brought to you by Tapforia, Tigard, Oregon's first growler tap house. Founded in 2014, Tapforia has 28 taps, including beer, wine, cider, seltzer, and kombucha. Did you know that they are a bottle shop as well now? Stop in for a pint, glass, growler, or a 4, 6, or 12-pack of the latest and greatest offerings of our local breweries. Located on Highway 99W in Tigard. Visit tapforia.com and follow them on social media to see what they have on tap each day. Tapforia, craft beer and wines.